So the war had little, if anything, to do with the defense of plucky Belgium. The dismemberment of this gallant country actually would have been a tremendous service to Central Africa and humanity. By 1914, there was no reason for anyone in Britain to be unaware of Belgium's barbarity in the Congo, but then none of the powers lining up for war on either side had denounced the genocidal Leopold II. Not even the Belgian Social Democrats, who had turned a blind eye to empire, except when atrocities became incompatible with the claim to the mantle of European civilization. A more serious, though still wrong headed, argument justifying the conflict was that German militarism was a threat to that civilization. More dangerous and reckless than the other European powers, Germany had to be curbed. This was a war for democracy, parliament versus Kaiser rule. Neither Britain nor Germany were democratic. The franchise was limited in both. But if one were to compare differences in political culture and intellectual diversity, the conclusion is obvious. Germany was ahead on both counts. The German Social Democratic Party, SPD, was founded in 1875, 4 years after universal male suffrage had been granted by Bismarck. The Labour Party in Britain was founded in 1900, and adult male suffrage without restriction would not be considered until 1918. By 1914, the German SPD had just over a million members. Labour was yet to become a mass party, and the majority of workers would still vote Liberal or Tory for some decades after the Great War. Already by 1890, the SPD had become the largest party in Germany, winning 110 seats in the Reichstag. Those successes led to the SPD model, its propaganda, and its leaders, Karl Kautsky and August Bebel in particular, being revered throughout the continent, including by both wings of Russian social democracy. Britain was cut off from these progressive developments, and yet, advanced or delayed, in neither case were Social Democrats able to prevent the rush to war. The stage was set for mass killings on the fields of Western Europe. In 1961, Alan Clark, who would go on to become a Conservative MP, produced a biting indictment of the war party in his book The Donkeys. The title was inspired by the following exchange between two German generals, which Clark himself misattributed. Ludendorff, the English fight like lions. Hoffman, but don't we know they are lions led by donkeys?